What's up, everybody? Welcome to San Diego, California. On this early morning, we'll be doing a flight up north to Seattle, Washington in the 717-200, and this will be Delta Airlines flight number 388 that'll be taking us up there today. So this is skyvector.com. I got the route from flightaware.com, and we plugged it in here just to show you what that's going to look like. So we'll be doing the Prepar3D 2 departure out of San Diego. We'll be going by LAX. Be cutting across this way over here to the Shimmer waypoint, which is right over here. Still not really staying on a certain jetway yet until we get over to Lakeview over here, and then that puts us on the J67. And then after that, we'll be on our way into Seattle here with the Hawk 7 arrival. And that's going to do it for us today. That'll be the route if you want to try it out. You can find it on FlightAware. Find the 717-200 and you can do it too. So we're over by the Terminal 2 on the west side. So we're going to start the pushback now. Get the bleeds off and the packs will go to off. And then we'll start the number 2 engine. You can start the 1 on this plane first. I think that's actually the recommended, but 2 works as well. I'll let you guys listen to the engine spool up, and then I'll come back to you when we're ready to taxi. The pushback is complete. We're going to get our spoilers armed. The flaps are already set. We just got to get the trim set. And that is on the glass display to the left of the gear. You see it just changed from yellow to green. And with that, we're ready to go. We don't have really a complex route to taxi or anything now. Like I said, we're starting from Terminal 2 West. We're going to taxi via Bravo for runway 27, which is the runway that you more often than not take off from at San Diego. It is 27. And that brings us around here. If you see this traffic, some of this comes with the airport already in there, and then some of it is ultimate traffic that I'm using right now. Actually, I take that back. I'm not using ultimate traffic. I did this flight on VATSIM. Some of you might know I record these, the commentary after the fact of these, but yeah, this flight was fully on VATSIM. So these planes actually are what comes with the Orbx scenery, which is always nice. I always like that Orbx does that with their airports. You get some static airplanes in and around the area, the airport, that look very nice. So right now we're just now getting on Bravo, basically. They recently updated this airport. Orbx did. And it's really nice. It's the nicest San Diego you can have right now. But yeah, we're just going to taxi down there. It's nice to be doing routes in the 717. I'm going to be taxiing it, or not taxiing it, but ferrying it back over to Atlanta. So probably from Seattle, I'm going to fly to Denver, then Denver to Atlanta, and bring it back to the home base over there, where it came from, because actually that's the same route we did to get it over here to San Diego. We flew Atlanta to Denver to Seattle, down to San Diego. Now I'm going to do the reverse of that. And now you'll see up here on our right, we're going by the Southwest Terminal, which is filled with plenty of Southwest jets, as you can see here. I think that is the only part of the airport I've been to. I've been to San Diego Airport a couple of times. Always flown with Southwest, so I've always been over on this side. Pretty cool airport to be at, though. The way they have this this airport situated around the downtown and in between the water. And speaking of the downtown, we have a nice shot here. And now we are approaching the end of Bravo, and we'll be holding short of 27 here. And once we depart, like I said, it'll be the Patters to departure. We'll take off with a heading of 275, and then we'll do a right turn for landing. It's fall time, so you can see the fall colors out there. The trees are changing, the leaves are falling, and we are flying. Just want to center myself here on the line, and then hold up there. So once we hold here, I'm going to prepare the plane for takeoff, and we'll get a nice exterior shot of the plane while you wait. I also set up a save point right here, just in case anything happens. It has happened plenty of times before, where the sim wants to crash or something on the plane as far as hardware. Lately I've had my rudder pedals cut out on me when I start to taxi. Little things like that can happen, so always good to have a backup just in case. Now we'll line up. Now recently I did a tutorial with this plane that you can check out. It's on the channel. I think I got most things right. I think the only thing I left out was pushing the auto flight button once you're taking off out of here, once you're rolling down the runway, to kind of armed where the throttle needs to be. Alright, we'll get on the line here, and we will throttle up. Alright, we're rolling. Speed is alive. You're 80 knots cross-check. V1 rotate. Positive brake gear up. And we're on our way over to Seattle. So we're going to come off 275 heading, and we're going to make our right for landing. Cruise level today will be 340. 34,000 feet, and that's where we'll be settling down today. Anytime you hear that alarm, the stabilizer motion, that just means the aircraft is trimming, that I am trimming it. It's just, it's a really loud alarm to let you know that the plane is trimming, I guess.
Stabilizer motion.
When they designed it, they really wanted you to know when that trim wheel was turning. And boy, does it let you know. Of course, we got the tablet here with the charts. You can load in any chart. I also did a tutorial on that you'll also find on the channel. You just have to search it, but it'll tell you how to do it. It's pretty easy. You can just bring in the file to the 717 folder, dump it in there, dump in all your charts, and then you can view them on here. Be it whatever you want, checklist, charts. I mean, really anything. You can put a picture of
stabilizer motion,
of a duck or something if you want. It's really whatever you want. Which it's nice that a lot of these developers are starting to incorporate tablets with the aircraft, because in real life, that's what a lot of pilots are using these days. It's very useful. I don't have one myself for you know, a physical tablet at home, but that's something I do want to get in the future. It's just really useful to have everything on there, and then I can start building folders with charts and checklists and have them all in one place. I do like paper though. You know, I don't know if I'll ever really get away from that, but having the tablet is a nice feature.
Stabilizer motion.
So on this departure, we don't have anybody controlling. We do a little more on our way into the Seattle. We should get some coverage. Still hand flying it. I'm not going to pass it off to the autopilot just yet. I want to get it nice and lined up on the magenta line there. So the autopilot has to do the least amount of input to get us on course there. Kind of a, when you turn it on and you're not really lined up, it kind of abruptly sets you up on the line, and I'm trying to avoid that.
Stabilizer motion. Stabilizer motion.
Okay, we're still climbing up. We are approaching 34,000 feet. Just reached the 1,000 feet mark.
Altitude.
And we're going to start trimming on down and leveling off here. Pretty nice route to do. You get to go down the whole western coast of the United States. Almost to the coast. I guess it depends on what route you do. This one has us a little more inward, but we're still pretty close to the coast. If I was to look out the window there to the left, you'd probably see the ocean, depending how clear it is. You know what kind of weather you're dealing with that day. Lighting always looks good in this plane. Sun coming through. And this is what it looks like on Project Flight right now.
300.
We got
380.
we got center on and a little bit of weather. They just added that recently, which looks very nice. Project Flight is coming along very nicely. Now syncs up with VATSIM. It works on and off with VATSIM. Sometimes it's not. Doesn't really show you everybody that's online as far as controlling goes, but it's coming along. And now we are on our descent down into Seattle. So we do have a little bit of coverage like that. Seattle Center is on. So we went from LA Center to Seattle Center, pretty much. And we had a small gap of no coverage there. And right now, we got ATIS on, so we're going to tune ATIS and see what's going on in Seattle.
All aircraft are required to launch mode 3 on the taxiway runway and Seattle Global International. 3 departure clearances are inspected. To obtain 1+PDC in your launch. The reflex of the ultimate runway crossing instructions is required. Advise must still contact you at information tool. Seattle Global International Airport Office Weather Observation Tool. Time 18530. Left 030 at 8. Visibility 10. 1,600 road. Temperature 13. 2.7. Altimeter 3029. ILS approach is runway 34 left and 34 right. Departing runway 34 center. Notices to airmen. Mastex surveillance and use. All aircraft are required to launch mode 3 on the taxiway runway and Seattle Global International. 3 departure clearances are inspected. 2. That's 318 plus.
Alright, so it looks like we're going to be taking 3-4 right. It's going to be an ILS. If you see here, these the clouds just sitting there are going to be just enough in our way
Altitude.
to where we need to do that type of approach. But that'll be fun. I always welcome that. And it's kind of just interesting how they're sitting right there and low enough to where it'll be a problem. But this is really just a straight-in approach. We're not going to have to vector around or anything. Just be pretty much straight in from here.
Oscar 318 runway 34 Saitek.
If you see there on the left, I always liked how that was a nice touch they did with the tablet to have the fingerprints, the fingerprint oil all over it, which is how it would actually look. And you really see it depending on how the sun is and the lighting. So I always thought that was pretty cool.
Oscar 318 offshore launch, go right at technical back. Offshore 34 right and go back.
But yeah, this flight is nearing the end. If you remember, we did this flight 2. We went down to San Diego last time and got to do a fun ILS approach on runway 9 because the visibility was so bad at the time, and it was at night, and that was pretty cool. Been playing DCS World, and I'm really trying to get into that. I got the F-18, the new one, and I'm trying to learn that. Right now I'm just basically at learning how to properly start the plane up and get out of there. It's a whole other thing to learn the navigation and then the weapon systems, but I'll be doing that. I'll be uploading a video soon. I just want to do a video maybe around Nevada, just the startup, the taxi. We'll take off. We'll do a little bit of flying around and come back and land, because that's basically the extent of what I can do right now. And just to run into the test, because it looks great out there. The scenery they did on DCS looks amazing, but soon enough I will be knowledgeable enough to upload some videos of some actual dogfighting and stuff. But for now, I just want to enjoy just the aviation aspect of DCS world and how amazing this F-18 actually is. It's they really did everything for it. But you can be expecting that. I've been messing around with Tower3D Pro again. I may live stream that. I have a video already recorded. I just haven't uploaded it yet. I wanted to get this up first because this was a little more exciting. As you can see here, we're starting to get through some of those clouds, and then we're going to hit another layer just ahead here, which is even lower and still another way of seeing the runway.
American 300 heavy spot.
So we're about 10 miles out. Well, less than that now. 8 miles to go.
Yeah,
Speed brake. Speed brake.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and retract that. It's just warning us that we still have it out while we're configuring flaps and such. Speed set. Heading bug is looking good.
Stabilizer motion.
Center off the 3 feet, hold short, 3-4 right inside.
5 miles to go.
That's 318, they're the way across runway 3-4 right, next week with that close for 2%. Boston 3-4 right, hold short to 3-4 center, no delay, Boston 318.
Alright, we're going to get the autopilot off. The last of the clouds have the runway inside.
Autopilot.
Got a little bit of a crosswind today. Can never have things too easy. That's not too bad of a one though. Although we are getting pushed a little bit away from the runway. I had a flight that was like that the other day. I was getting pushed so far away, I was having to make some major corrections just to get lined up again.
Stabilizer motion.
Seattle Center, Alaska, A11 ready taxi.
Alaska 811, runway 28 left, taxi to Tango Bravo 8.
Runway 28 left, taxi via Tango Bravo 8, Alaska.
1000.
Alaska 30 pilots, version 7, numbers 2 arrivals, yellow, report landing west, 1 mile, 3022.
500. $400. 300. Minimums 100, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Alaska 318, runway 347, let's take off. Let's take off, 347, last position,
Looks like we're going to be taking Bravo to the terminal. Unfortunately, I don't have any replays today because I was doing this on VATSIM, and that is a big no-no to do your replays while on VATSIM while still connected. And I suppose actually I could have disconnected at this point and still done a replay. I guess that would work. I don't think it matters that you. Well, yeah, it actually with controller on, yeah, it does actually matter. You should actually taxi to the terminal. On Project Fly 2, you don't want to do replays because it will record your replays and it will add those the lines of you doing showing the approach over and over again to your Project Fly. So, starting the APU now. Want that on before we get to the gate.
Heading 160 on the 2000 and ready.
I turned the start pump on and off here for a second because I was thinking, wait a minute, I need the start pump for the APU, but no, you don't. Once the engines are on, you do not. To my knowledge, you need the start pump anymore. You only need that prior to the engine start if you're turning on the APU. So from here, now we're just going to park it into the terminal there. Really not much else to show, but that's what we're doing. So if you have no interest in seeing us get to the terminal, that is pretty much it for the video. Appreciate everybody checking it out. I've done a A to B route like this video anyway in a while. I fly all the time. I just don't. There's a lot of them I don't record because sometimes it's just more enjoyable to not record it. Well, usually I do. I record most flights. I just don't use the footage for anything. I kind of use it as a debrief thing. If something goes wrong, I can watch it back. But a lot of footage just kind of gets thrown away. Don't make videos out of it.
We're going ahead and catch your call sign just another second.
So we're just going to pull in here a little bit more.
Red nose 7131.
Do it for us, so.
Red nose 7131. For some reason, I'm showing squawk 6671. 6671, red nose 7131.
And we'll stop here. And wow, it would help if we retracted the spoilers and the flaps. Engines are going off. That first officer is really slacking. We're going to have to fire him. Radar's on too. Giving everybody cancer. What are we doing here? I don't know. But hey, that's that. Hey guys, thanks for watching my video. Make sure you subscribe and be on the lookout for the next one. We're going to be doing all kinds of cool stuff. So, once again, thanks for checking it out. You guys take care. I'll see you next time.